Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and I'd be remiss if I don't cover the huge outage that is going on right now with Amazon Web Services, and a lot of games that a lot of you guys want to play are shut down, and you cannot play it. You cannot play those games, and as I'm recording this video, it seems like stuff is going back live. However, there are still tons and tons of issues that people are persisting. I just had an issue where Steam didn't load for me, and I was like, not Steam as well, but no, I just reloaded Steam, and everything's good on Steam. However, there are a lot of games that are affected, and games that use the Epic Online services are affected as well, and this includes games such as Elden Ring, Among Us, Palworld, Elden Ring Night Ring, Payday 2. Amazon was having issues directly themselves, and a lot of other issues are persisting. Gran Turismo 7 on PlayStation is having some issues, so just wanted everybody to be mindful of that these games do have tons of issues right now. And from what I can tell, obviously, they've got people on Amazon that are involved taking a look at everything. Tech Radar has got an in-depth post. Fortnite recovering as Amazon Web Service outage takes out the Battle Royale game as well as Roblox, Wordle, and the Epic Game Store. An enormous Amazon Web Services outage is having a huge impact across the internet, and gaming has not escaped the damage. Games of all types, from Fortnite to Wordle to Roblox, have been affected by the AWS outage. Again, Epic Game Store had issues. There was an issue. I was trying to get on the Nintendo Direct or the Nintendo eShop a second ago, and that was having issues, and I don't know if that's tied to it as well, but yeah, there were a lot of issues that were persisting. The root of the problems lie on Amazon Web Services, but no specific cause is known yet. The Amazon Web Services dashboard just shows an operational issue in North Virginia. The effect of the outage has been massive and is ongoing in the gaming world, with storefronts, online games, and more being interrupted, and the latest is being posted. As of 10:59 a.m., so a little bit before the recording of this video, looks like AWS are suggesting we're not out of the woods yet and might see continued disruption. In a statement from 7:14 a.m., they noted, "We can confirm significant API errors and connectivity issues across multiple services in the US East 1 region. We are investigating and will provide further update in 30 minutes or soon if we have additional information." Other major stores and services do seem fine. They did note that Fortnite was coming back online, but as of the recording of this video, other users are noting that there are persistent issues with Fortnite. So we'll see how all of that ultimately does turn out as far as Fortnite coming back. I mean, I know that on this channel, I'm not the biggest Fortnite guy, but obviously it's one of the biggest games on the market today, so it going down is obviously going to cause a massive stir. And this kind of goes to show, again, while this isn't going to be relevant in a vacuum to other issues like always online DRM, just imagine an instance like this where an always online game or a single player game that has online DRM activation, etc., is affected. It is certainly stories like this, stories like a year ago when PlayStation Network went down, that the people that care about things like game preservation, always online connectivity tied to games that don't really need it, let's be honest, you know, the de novo that gets added to games and whether or not that actually impacts piracy, that is a debate that we can have all day long. I would argue that, you know, even if it does impact piracy, I think you sacrifice something implementing always online DRM, and it's a valuable quantity that I think a lot of publishers take for granted, and that is consumer goodwill. I think there are very few entities better than nuking consumer goodwill than game publishers. Ask Ubisoft how that turns out, but it just happens all the time. And yes, there are games that are too big that they don't have to care about consumer goodwill, but I don't think every game across the sun is like that, and I think a lot of games think they're like that, and then they realize, oh, maybe we're not like that. And if IPs as big as Assassin's Creed can destroy consumer goodwill, there are a lot of IPs that have the ability to destroy consumer goodwill. So it's just something to talk about. And again, like I said, I'm sure for the people that are really against the always online aspect of gaming, that are against online DRM and things like that, this is a massive W for them. Now, in reality, games like Fortnite and whatnot, okay, we understand. Those games need to be online. They're competitive online games. They need online connectivity, but also, is AWS the best route to go as far as providing their services? I don't know enough about that realm. This is not my area of expertise, but it's certainly a discussion that I think is worth having, and I'm sure people will have. But remember that, PC gaming is nice in the sense that PC is a more open platform. Steam is a more open platform than, let's say, the PlayStation Store, than the Xbox Store. However, even that does have its limits. When you're buying games that are digital only, you're buying the quote-unquote license, and people can argue, oh, the disc is a license as well, but it's actually something physical that you can sell, that you can trade in. When you're giving away more and more of your ownership and having more and more power at the helm of the publisher, the developers, the platform holders, issues like this are something that I feel like is more worth talking about than, obviously, if you had a game like Mag on PlayStation 3, it's not like that game is safe. That game is a coaster now, and that game is non-existent as well. But as more and more of these games are tied to online connectivity, and online connection does have the possibility of going down. I'm not going to say it's prone to going down, because how many times has AWS actually gone down? It's probably very few and far between. But when it does go down, it is going to be a story, and how is it going to evolve in the future? That isn't something that you can dictate. That's something ultimately that the platform holder can dictate. First of all, what services that they use, and are those services up to par? And if a service constantly goes down and down, something else will come into play. Like, there's a lot of counterpoints that you can make. The only aspect that I bring to you guys is, as ownership is becoming more and more diminished, the uncertainty is also increasing. And I'll be real with you guys, something that I've been thinking about a little bit as far as game preservation, and I love GOG as a platform and what they're doing, but, as far as the value of these accounts, like, if something, God forbid, happened to me, what is the value of my Steam account? It's nothing. If I had a lot of physical games, at the very least, it's something that I could pass down, but, you get the idea. That's another story for another day. It's just, when we do talk about games essentially becoming worthless for a period when they're tied to online connectivity, it just brings that topic to the forefront. And also, big news with The Crew getting its offline mode being brought in as well. At least, let's say The Crew 2 had it affected by AWS, and it didn't have an offline mode. Well, guess what? That game would become a complete coaster. But now, because of the uproar, if that issue were to happen, well, there is an offline component now to that game, and you can play it offline. Although, there being anti-cheats still baked into that game in an offline mode is kind of odd. But I digress. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, interested to hear your guys' takes, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Looks like mostly everything is back to normal, but issues will persist here and there, and I'm sure as things are being restored, some people might experience more issues than others, so keep on locked to that. That'll do it for me. Your thoughts down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.